So today, I am 18 years old. What? And since I am 18 years old, I thought I would do one of the most basic YouTube videos I could do and share 18 things I've learned in 18 years. I just thought this would be something fun and cool to do on my birthday, and even though this is very basic, I do like the idea of this, and let's get started. Number 1, using 2 mascaras is such a game changer. I seriously don't know what I was doing before I started using 2 mascaras, because once I started using 2, my eyelashes just look so good, and I was like, why haven't I been doing this? These are the 2 mascaras I use. I use this one first, and then I put this on my top lashes to like give them more volume. I don't know makeup terms, but it obviously does something because my eyelashes, they be looking pretty good. Number 2, one day you will find your lobster. If you don't understand what this means, this is a reference from the TV show Friends, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. But your lobster is out there waiting for you, and you will find your lobster at the right place, the right time, and it will be wonderful. Number 3, sleeping with socks on for the win. I know people make the argument that if you sleep with socks on, then your feet will suffocate, but even though that's a fair point, I don't care. Socks are basically like a mini blanket for your feet, and since I get really cold easily, I wear socks all the time, including when I go to bed, and it's so wonderful, okay? Number 4, saying no is okay. I feel like for so long I thought I had to say yes to everything because I have this huge fear of disappointing others, but I've definitely realized in the past few years that it's okay to say no. You don't have to do everything, you don't have to say yes to everything. Like, you need time on your own to chill and just have your brain be all cool and fine because you don't want to explode, and if you gotta say no sometimes, that's okay. Number 5, yoga is wonderful. I did it for the first time about a month ago, and it was so good that I went out and bought a yoga mat. Sadly, I haven't been able to do yoga since because I've been so busy with school, but I definitely want to get back into it because the one time I did it, I just felt all my stress go away. It's such a stress reliever, and it was so good. Number 6, social media isn't important. I feel like the world today just focuses too much on social media, and we're always checking what people are posting on Instagram and Snapchat, and because of that, we're not living in the moment. I used to get really paranoid about social media, and I even still am now, but I'm trying not to focus on it too much and instead live my life and live in the present because that's great. Number 7, Percy and Annabeth are the supreme ship. I don't care what anyone else says, Percy and Annabeth will always reign and always be number 1 because they are just the perfect ship and I freaking love them. Number 8, self-care instead of self-hate. For a really long time, I was the one bringing me down, and I didn't give myself enough confidence or love or care, and I was such in a bad mental health state. But when I realized how wrong and unhealthy that was and began giving myself, self-care, self-love, I found myself in such a better place, and it's so wonderful just sometimes to, treat yourself to a face mask or getting yourself a milkshake. Like, doing these little things to help you, your body, and your brain are great. Number 9, hot showers are the best kind of showers. I do not know how people take cold showers because just the thought of that just freaks me out. Like, hot showers, I turn my shower head all the way to the end and it's scalding and it's great. Number 10, you are never alone. You will always have friends, family, even people here on the internet to support you, and you are never truly alone. Number 11, love is love. Whether you're straight, bi, gay, lesbian, demisexual, asexual, whatever, Love is love, and love is beautiful. Number 12, Dirty Dancing is iconic. For so long, I didn't understand why people thought like Dirty Dancing was such a great classic until I watched it and I was mind blown. Dirty Dancing is truly a phenomenal film, and if you haven't watched it yet, go just watch it, okay? It's so good. Number 13, You Are Beautiful. Beauty is not being skinny with perfect makeup and perfect skin. Beauty is all sorts of different type of skin tones and faces and bodies, and it's all beautiful. Number 14, essays are actually really fun to write. This is probably the most nerdiest thing I'll ever say in my life, but I don't care because I actually like to write an essay. Essays are definitely something that are calming to me, I guess. Just sitting in my chair, typing on my computer, listening to Spotify is such a relaxing experience for me, and I like it. It's just so calming for my brain. Number 15, Don't be afraid to be honest. For a really long time, I didn't like giving my opinion or sharing the truth because I was really scared of how people reacted, but I've come to realize through actually being honest about stuff that it's so just refreshing to tell the truth. Number 16, Never give up on people you care about. I've definitely lost people throughout my life that I really cared about, and once they left, I never went back to them and fought for them. And I've realized definitely this past year that there have been some people who have nearly left my life, but I went back and I fought for them because I cared about that person and I didn't want them to leave my life. Number 17, God is always rooting for you. I know this is a more religious thing, and I know everyone isn't religious, so I'm sorry if this like offends you or whatever, but I just had to include this in because this is definitely a big thing that I've learned in my life. But God is just always on your side, rooting for you, being your number one supporter, and no matter what happens, he's always going to cheer you on. And that's something I didn't really understand for a long time, but now I do, and it's just really nice knowing that God's there. And lastly, the big number 18, the big thing I've learned in my past 18 years. It's okay to not be okay. There have been so many times where I've tried so hard to force myself to get better because I believed that I couldn't live in a bad mental state for so long. Like, I had to be okay. I had to be living okay. But something I realized this past year is that it's okay to not be okay, because life isn't perfect and we go through struggles and hardships, and sometimes this even happens in our own brain, and that's fine. And this is fine because one day it will be okay, and you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am okay, and truly mean it. But that, my friends, are 18 things that I've learned in 18 years, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is definitely a more kinda serious video. Like, I definitely wanted to add in some serious things, but I also wanted to add in some fun, weird stuff, so the whole video wasn't depressing. But I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all so much for watching. And I'm Courtney, and I'm now officially 18 years old, which is super weird, but I will see you all next time with a new video soon, so bye!